Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baker going to throw this right away. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Come on, set, ultra, go ultra.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw, Mayfield.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Packers at 6 and 10 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mayfield keeps it himself. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Jones running left. Room here to run. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold him to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. 17-0 our score after 1. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey,
on 2nd down, it's Sermon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the deep.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Exit a pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Now a draw play. This is Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that, because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
In motion right is Brown. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try and throw for it here. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 39 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
An inside give to Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! King, king, king! Alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Drake London. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 183 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Hurry!
To try again after the sack. Mayfield and able to find Alan Lazard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down.
Hey, alert! Kings!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it, incomplete.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practice practice for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Following the interception, Mayfield complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this to the 32.
Ready. Check that. Ready.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Mayfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw brought in by Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Mayfield to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbound.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, look you. Steal. Check steal.
To the right side, this is Sermon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
She-Rag got me.
Set.